this knot. I want to make sure it's positioned with this one, so they're equal apart, and that'll make the diamonds look really the exact same. Then, got a little head I've done over here, so I make sure I don't tell you anything wrong. Then, this one, you kind of know how a traditional knot works. So, you're gonna, on this one, you're gonna come from the bottom between that little hole. This is when I use my leather poker here to make this hole a little bigger. So then when I come from the bottom, I can come up through that. I hope you can see how that works. I think you know what that part is, but you're just trying to get used to it. Okay, so now this one's kind of messed up a little because I had to explain that, but I can even it out real easy. Like I said, keep it same distance, get a little lower, get a little lower than that, maybe even. Okay, like I said, keep everything tight, make sure none of them slacken. You don't want to go too tight. As long as they don't slack easy, you should be good. So there you got a diamond. This is a little high, I can tell. So adjust the tightness, this location. Now you got it pretty. I got it pretty even here. Now same thing. So now we got all those diamonds real equal on every side. I mean, it can be a little off, but because then you can just wiggle them to the spot. Now, just like we did over here, we got to go through this leather. That's where my leather hole poker comes in handy. Because like I said at the beginning, when you put those leathers through, you got to make it as tight as possible. So now I'm just trying to force it through there. Because I made it so tight, it's hard. Sometimes I can get it easy, but this one's obviously struggling. Don't want to rip the leather. There you go. Got it. So there we go. Just like this. Just like this side. A little messed up. Okay, just like this side, going down this leather, down this one, we're going to go under and try to keep it equal with these guys. Each knot you make on this leather is equal with this leather. So here, under, over, shambles right now, I don't know what just happened there. So, as you can see, these two are lined up. Like I said, keep everything tight. Then it's real nice. We're going over this leather, but you got to go through this little hole. I use my leather poker there. See? Here, let's try to get real close to this so you can see what I'm doing. I'm taking my leather poker and putting it in that and making a hole, where then I will put this cross lace into that hole. Still struggling a little. Once it's in that hole, you're out, and then that'll make the traditional knot that you're trying to make here. And the same thing, you're going. Now I'm going to explain that one again, what you do at the bottom to keep it obviously the same knot as you're doing all the way down. You're going to go like that, got that same knot. Then like I said, you got to make miniature loop. So I'm going to get the end of this, make that miniature loop like that, go under and over like that. Keep it tight, pull up, and make that S. See the S? Then that's the middle ones. Okay, now Nohea, you can take out the Lysol or whatever you're gonna use. And you gotta throw in the sidewalls now, because you gotta do up this. Sidewalls start at the top hole. Have your sidewall string. I use it double the length of the head. It's going to end with probably 4 inches, but rather be safe than sorry. And with traditionals, you have to do every hole. So you go in to the very top hole, and then then you basically just go into the next hole, but make sure you stay on top of the string. You just do that, like that. Just keep doing that. So into the next hole. You're probably not. I'll undo a few of these depending on where my things are, or depending on how I like it.
Oh yeah, string of some lacrosse heads, though. Oh, you're on a videotape.
Okay, so I'm actually gonna go every other one on this head, but you gotta just keep going in and then stay above it, and you can kind of see those knots. Yeah, here, I'll get it from the top. Hopefully you can see that and figure that out real easy. Yeah. Then on the last one, you're gonna want to go out through the inside. If I can find this, out through the inside. Keep the sidewalls really tight as possible, because you really don't want any movement in the head. Otherwise, it's going to bag the pocket, make the pocket uneven. You want exactly how you string it. And you can just tie a single knot there. It's going to keep all these real tight. None of these are moving. Now he's going to pause the video. I'm going to do the other sidewall, and then I'll come back. Okay, now it's going to be the next step. You're going to need a knife, butter knife, and a ball. This is when it comes to similar to how a lot of people string it. Put the butter knife through where you'd like the pocket to be. I'm going to make this about a mid pocket, mid to high. Then you're going to take and put the ball, and just like I said, it's going to be the perfect depth with that Lysol container. Those leathers are right where they're going to need to be. I'm going to put the ball right in the middle. These leathers are nice and tight still. Then, if you can tell, I undid this one where I'd made all that jumble. Doesn't matter. Now, because this is already done, and you have this string down here left. So now we're going to do the weave from here, right here, all the way up this side to make all these diamonds. I know it's going to seem really weird. You're going to see like this leather popping up. Oh, here. Oh. It's going to seem really weird. You're going to see this leather, this very side leather right here, popping up like crazy, but I'll show you how we fix that in the end. Okay, so first off, you're trying to make it even with here. See these ones, the right middle leather, this is going to be equal with this, but you're just going to put it on the same